Chael is out of it. Oh my gosh. So I don't like to complain about jet lag. Jet lag has never really affected me. If I get to a new location that's a different time zone, by example, everybody's tired or everybody's wide awake, or my body's clock says it's 5 p.m. or my body's clock says I don't know anything about it. I go on whatever the clock says. If the clock says it's 10 a.m., it's 10 a.m. for me. If the clock says it's 10 p.m., I get into bed. Whatever the clock says. I am so affected right now, coming back from Australia. So yesterday, I come outside and I have a diesel truck. Now, on a diesel truck, you have to put something in it called DEF. There's no relevance to this. You don't need to know what DEF is or why you have to put it in a truck, but you do have to understand when you lift the gas cap, the exact same place you would put the fuel, the diesel, that's where the DEF goes. There's just another cap there to unscrew. So I come out of my house and I got to put this DEF in. I've got an alert on the face of my truck. I got to put DEF in. So I go to put the DEF in. Now, I must tell you, this is about 3 a.m. Australia time. It was 10 a.m. in the morning where I am, but it's about 3 a.m. where my body had adjusted to. So I come out and I'm pouring this DEF in, and right as I start to do it, it starts to rain, and not just rain, it starts to pour rain. So I go, okay, I'm going to have to do this later. I'm pouring the DEF in, and it's like 2.5 gallons, and it comes with this little small tube. So it takes about, 5 minutes to dump the whole thing in. So I pour it in for a good 30 seconds. Okay, I'm just going to have to do this later. I gave it a little tiny fill up, pouring down rain, I'm done. So I put the DEF under a little awning by my garage, and I have to go back into the house and use a towel to dry my hair. That's how much it's raining. I offer this to you because I'm a little out of it, not only because of the sleep, but also because of the rain. So I go start the truck. It's a great, big, powerful pickup truck. I can't get it up 20 miles an hour. And right when I pull out of my house, the way that I went, I had to climb a hill a little bit. I'm almost flooring my pickup truck, and I'm not reaching 20. What is going on here? There's no power. All of a sudden, it flashes on my screen and says, there is water in your fuel. I think to myself for about a half a second, how would there be water in my fuel? And oh my God, it dawns on me because I just dumped the DEF into the fuel tank. I literally opened the gas tank and dumped a liquid in it. So, oh my gosh. Now, I've never done that before, but I have heard stories that if you do that, you could ruin a vehicle. If you pour water into a fuel tank, you could ruin a vehicle. So, oh no, what do I do? So I call a friend of mine who is a diesel mechanic. He knows all about, and I just call him and go, look, here's what I did. How big of a trouble am I in? He goes, okay, don't start, whatever you do, don't start the truck. I go, yeah, too late. I'm driving the truck. He goes, okay, you got to pull over right now and call a tow truck. I go, I can't, there's no shoulder on this road and I'm going uphill. He goes, okay, where are you headed? I go, I can turn around right now and be back to my house, but that's about a half a mile away. He goes, get it to your house and get it towed. You got to get it towed to a service department. They got to drain all the diesel out of this thing. They got to open all your fuel filters. If this thing gets into and starts to process through the engine, you're going to be buying a brand new engine. I go, oh no. So that's exactly what I did. I go home. I call the service company. They tell me what towing company they work with. Tow truck comes. Truck is gone. I had to get a ride over here to come visit with you guys today. But for the first time ever, I can't act as though I have a stronger mentality than anybody else who travels. I can't act as though jet lag isn't a real thing. It got me. Got me for the first time ever, but I must admit it got me.
Uncle Chael, there's no bad guy like Uncle Chael. Never lost, not even around. Undefeated, undisputed, oh yeah. Here comes a bad guy.